Okay, let's start off with you, BLM leader, and you're now endorsing Donald Trump, saying he's the best candidate we have. Why do you think he is the best candidate that we have?
Because everybody else sucks.
So is he just the best of a bad group? I mean, is he not that great either, but he's just like better than the rest?
Well, I like Trump, personally. And I think right now who we have sitting in the Oval Office is just a deep disappointment. I deeply have disdain for him. And I really dislike the vice president as well.
All right, guys. So as Trump continues to dominate Biden in the polls, let's just say that Biden is not too happy about what he's saying.
Why do you think it is that you're trailing Trump in all these swing state polls?
Because you don't read the polls out. There are 10 polls. 8 of them I'm beating him in those states. 8 of them. You guys only do 2. CNN and New York Times. Check it out. Check it out. We'll get you a copy of all those polls.
You don't believe you're trailing in battleground states?
No, I don't.
Yeah, so you see that, you heard that, okay? That is Biden denying reality, okay? He's coping with the fact that he is losing, even though the mainstream liberal media told us that if it was Trump versus Biden, that Biden would win for sure, that Trump can't beat Biden. Now, that's not what the polls are showing. Now, are the polls exact science, perfect science? No, they're not. However, it is a very bad sign for Joe Biden. What's even a worse sign for Joe Biden is that, anecdotally, you do have people who have come out and stepped away from supporting Biden, people who that you would think would be hardcore Biden, vote blue no matter who type of people. And they may be vote blue no matter who. They're just not vote Biden, right? They just don't want to vote Biden. Like, for example, this BLM leader, Mark Fisher, who has decided to come out and endorse Trump. Okay, he's endorsing Trump, right? Because he can clearly see how bad the policies of the Biden administration are. Now, again, we live in a society where nowadays people don't vote in their best financial interests or in the interest of safety or in the interest of, the border or anything like that. No, they vote based off of abortion, right? But fortunately, we do have some people, okay, who still do vote based off things that don't have to do with just abortion, right? They realize that, hey, even though I hate Trump, Biden is not better than Trump, right? Even though I don't like Orange Man, I still also don't necessarily want to come out here and endorse Biden. And you're starting to see this happen even among very, very, very anti-Trump celebrities. Like, for example, Michael Rapaport, who has a severe case of Trump derangement syndrome, okay? This guy has now come out and said that he may consider voting for Trump. But before we get into it, we have to have a word from the sponsor of this video, Noble Gold. Chances are you've been here before. The chaos in the markets, oil, stocks, just when you thought it was safe and interest rates were rising, new threats are coming out of nowhere. Tensions are boiling from Asia to Europe, and adaptation is the key to securing your wealth. You may not have considered gold before. It's not speculation, but insurance. And right now, you need some insurance. Noble Gold Investments has been protecting investors from disaster for years with precious metals. So if you're worried, it might be time to take a fresh look at gold and silver. Gold is a proven shield for your portfolio and a volatility balance against uncertainty. If it helps, Noble Gold Investments is offering a free 5-ounce America the Beautiful coin with its new IRAs this month. If you open your Noble Gold Investments IRA or roll over your 401k, you can claim your coin today. Remember, crisis brews, portfolios waver, and gold insulates. Secure yourself against threats today. Go to noblegoldinvestments.com. That is noblegoldinvestments.com, the only gold company I trust. And just remember, there's a risk with every investment, and there's no guarantee of any kind.
There's been other things too. There's other times where I'm sure, like, for Donald Trump, who I had conversations with, I might vote for that motherfucker. Oh yeah, I'll break your hearts. Let me tell you something. Things don't get straightened up in this fucking world ASAP. And I know Smoking Joe has said the right thing about Israel. But when I'm seeing motherfuckers in New York City climb in public in front of crowds of people, rip down UN flags, rip down Israeli flags, rip down American flags on Veterans Day, when the economy is the way the economy is, when I'm paying mortgage rates up the wunk up, I mean, I'm getting, forget a colonoscopy. You don't need to get a colonoscopy. Go buy a house. The interest rates, go buy a car. And I know Smoking Joe has done some things for the, I know. But I'm telling you right now, go buy yourself, go check what it's like to buy a car, buy a house. The money, the chaos in this country, the chaos around the world. But I'm too far down the Gringo Mandingo. I'm too far down the disruptive warrior rabbit hole to pull back now. The comments have been made, I said. I've had conversations with some of my, if it comes down to Donald Trump and Smoking Joe Biden, I'm sorry. I am sorry. Voting for Donald Trump is on the table. I'm sorry. I'll still call him slob Donald Trump, and all that. But we need to get this whole situation under control.
Wow. So you see that, you hear that. Again, this is a person with a severe case of Trump derangement syndrome now coming out and basically saying that he may vote for Trump. Again, this guy's Trump derangement syndrome is so severe and so evident, okay? I'm not sure if you guys heard it. Actually, you didn't hear it because I bleeped it out. All of the bleeped out words referred to Trump's penis, right? Which, again, hey, typical liberal, typical anti-Trump, Trump deranged liberal. Trump's penis is always on his mind, right? Which, again, refers to so many different things when it comes to Trump, right? They love talking about that topic. Again, it's pretty fascinating stuff to behold, right? But anyway, so yeah, this guy, again, he can see the writing on the wall here that we have far left extremists, because of the Biden administration, because of liberals, have been able to get away with disrespecting this country in the worst way possible, right? We live in a country where it's more common to see another country's flag than it is the American flag, okay? I mean, these people are waving another country's flag on statues, right? They're planting them on statues, right? While vandalizing these statues, while being agents of chaos, destroying property, vandalism, attacking police. This is what they're doing, okay? America is under attack by far leftists. Even Michael Rapaport can see that, right? Even Michael Rapaport can see that the economy is terrible. Mortgage rates are out of control. People can't afford to buy a house. Even Michael Rapaport can see that Biden is an embarrassment on the world stage, that the world is a much worse place under Biden than under Trump. And Michael Rapaport can see this. A guy who has a severe form of Trump derangement syndrome. There's no way that the rest of this country does not see it, okay? I'm just saying. People are seeing it, right? And what you're seeing here is that even some of the most vocal Biden supporters, like, for example, Dwayne The Rock Johnson, who came out and gave a deep-throated endorsement of Joe Biden and Kamala Harris back in 2020.
I have never publicly endorsed a presidential candidate or a vice presidential candidate in my life, over my career. So I figured let's kick this conversation off this way by me officially publicly endorsing you both to become president and vice president of our great country.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Thank you.
That's
means a great
incredible.
deal to us, for real. Thank you.
Really. Thank you.
Yeah, so this guy, Dwayne The Rock Johnson, who gave a deep-throated endorsement of Biden and Kamala in 2020, now he's come out on Joe Rogan 3 years later, and he's essentially kind of walking away, right? Kind of walking back this idea that, hey, there's a lot of Biden supporters out here in this country.
When I was a kid, you could have a Republican friend. Like, it was no big deal.
Yes.
It's no big deal. Like, oh, Bobby likes George Bush. Who cares? Who gives a You were a supporter of Bill Clinton. He liked George Bush. Nobody cared. Nobody, You know, it wasn't like you're a Nazi. Like I'm a Nazi. I just want lower taxes.
That's what the f you talking about?
How did I become a Nazi?
Dude, it's the craziest thing. I have friends who support Trump. I have friends who support Biden. I have friends.
Do you really have friends who support Biden?
I do.
Come on.
No. Here's what I do. I have friends. Thank you. That's a good check because that's important. This is important context.
They support the Democratic Party.
I have friends who are loyal to the party.
Yes.
Yeah. So again, that was a hardcore Biden supporter in 2020. Okay, and now he's saying, yeah, well, I have friends, right? But I can't say that they're Biden supporters. Okay, because again, even the vote blue no matter who people are considering Trump, right? They're saying we got to back away from Biden. And see, this is why I try to tell you guys about the whole, Trump versus Biden thing, and then you throw in RFK and maybe a Joe Manchin, some other people. Trump actually has a base of people who F with him, right? Who actually love him, right? They actually support him. Biden does not have a base of people who actually really support him. This is why you're seeing Biden lose support so easily, okay? And Trump still keeping his support. That is because Biden doesn't have a base. The people that voted for Biden in 2020 are people who basically were voting against Trump. They didn't vote because they love Biden. They voted because they hated Trump. And now they're realizing that their hatred for Trump led them to vote incorrectly, right? And they are regretting that. That's why you're seeing these people come out here and now back away from Biden. They may not necessarily overtly endorse Trump, but they know that the country, the economy, the world was in a much better place under Trump than Biden. Okay, a lot of these people got hoodwinked. They really thought that Trump was the cause of all of America's problems, and that just simply wasn't the case. Okay, but with that being said, I'm not sure we should forgive these people, right? Should we really forgive people like Michael Rapaport, okay, and the BLM leader, and some of these other people like The Rock, who came out here and endorsed Biden, who got us into this situation in the first place, right? Who were responsible for voting against Trump? I'm not sure if these people should be forgiven. I don't know. Maybe they should be. I'm not sure, right? We got to see. We got to see how the 2024 election plays out. But what I find to be fascinating is how you do have all these people who are coming out now and kind of backing away from Biden, not associating themselves with Biden, because that's how toxic the Biden brand has become, right? You can't come out here and openly say you're a Biden supporter without people getting pissed off and blaming you for the state of the country, right? That's just how bad it is. This is not a good sign for Joe Biden, right? It's not a good sign at all, okay? Let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a Black conservative perspective. Peace.